for. All my life you have been so good, yeah.
Hello, you are welcome to my channel, Bishop IELTS Forum, and my name is Frank Obonna. You can call me Bishop. That's what my students used to call me when I was running Oza Room, and so it's okay if you call me Bishop. They call me Bishop of IELTS. Now, we are here to talk about IELTS, and it's important that I share with you my experience. I share with you those things those knowledge I've gathered in the past for free. You can watch my videos and share it for those that would need it to also have a glimpse or have a full knowledge of what I am doing. IELTS is IELTS, but for convenience, some people refer to it as IELTS. So this IELTS is International English Language Testing System, and it's a proficiency test for those that language proficiency test for those that want to travel to or immigrate to or migrate to English speaking countries like the UK, Ireland, some parts of Europe, English part of Europe, and USA, Canada, and Australia. IELTS is actually a door that opens to so many opportunities. If you don't take IELTS, if you are not able to write or take IELTS as an examination, you might find it difficult, to blend into or to get registered or get admission into universities or be registered as a professional. Like I have this where I'm working, that's this consultant surgeon who works as a healthcare assistant, but that's because she has not been able to pass her English in her country. I won't mention the country so that it will, at least to shield the identity. In her country, she's a big surgeon. Sometimes she takes flight to go and do surgery, but she's still battling with English language proficiency test. So that's why, that's to tell you how important it is for people to write IELTS. Now we're going to do an introduction to this test in order to give you a platform to understand the subsequent lectures I'm going to be doing here. Okay. This exam or IELTS is divided broadly into two. We have the general IELTS and we have the academic IELTS. Now, the general IELTS is taken by those who just want to work unprofessionally. For instance, those that are coming into the UK for carer jobs are expected to do their general IELTS, or those that are coming in to probably do some business and go, not business like go back home, but to run some business there, you're expected to write general. But then if you are coming in to practice as a nurse, as a doctor, as a pharmacist, even as a physiotherapist, you are expected to write academic IELTS to certain band levels, because the scores are given in band scores, in bands. So you might have band 7, I'm not talking about band 6, band 7, band 7.5, 8, 8.5, even 9. But there's nothing like 9.5, so it stops at 9. So what am I trying to say? We have the two branches of IELTS. Look at the slide. Look at what I'm going to show you. If you look at this, yes, this is the introduction. It's going to help us to really dissect this IELTS. IELTS is made up of listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Okay? So, the listening part can take place, is expected to take place in 30 minutes, and you are going to answer 40 questions, and these 40 questions will be will be in 4 sections or 4 parts. Now it's now referred as 4 parts. It will be in 4 parts. It will be divided into 4 parts, the 40 questions. And in each part, you have 10 questions to deal with. So part 1, part 2, part 3, all in 40. So you're expected to write to finish your questions in 30 minutes. And again, you'll be given an extra 10 minutes to copy your questions from the question paper to the answer script. And please, if you are doing this exam, write on your question paper before you go into your answer script. That's it. So I'm not going to talk a lot about this listening. When we want to go into the listening, like the slide says, I'm going to tell you about each part of the listening, what it means, what you expected, the kind of discussion you expected. And in listening, you are going to have an earphone. You listen to the audio or the recording. You listen to the recording and then answer the questions as the recording goes on. So that's the listening part. Another part I want to talk about is the reading. In the reading, as you can look at the slide again, in the reading, we have the academic reading and the general reading. The academic reading is more tasking because the passages are long, but in general reading, the passages are quite short. It's just like telling someone, go to the market and go to the market and look for an item in a shopping mall, and someone else is told to go to the market and look for an item in a particular shop. So in general reading, it's like going to the market in a particular shop. But in academic reading, it is like going to a shopping mall and you are expected to find something which is hidden somewhere. You might spend the whole day doing that because it's a bigger platform to look for a small item. So that's the way the reading is designed in IELTS academic and IELTS general. But in IELTS, like on the slide, in both of them, it's going to take place in 3 sections, like you can see in 3 sections, and each section will have like 12 to 14 questions. So it all depends, but you are expected to finish this and to finish these questions in 60 minutes. That means each section will have 20 minutes to that you have 20 minutes to deal with it, and you are expected not to spend more than 20 minutes. So if you are practice to finish every question every section in less than 20 minutes, so that you really have time to deal with some more difficult passages, because some passages may be more difficult than the others, so that if you buy time from one section, you'll be able to deal with another section which is more complex than the other. So that's about reading. I'm trying to do this as short as it can be. The academic writing, in the academic writing, we have the general writing, as we can see. In the academic writing, we have task 1 and task 2. So let's look at it. In task 1, in academic writing, we have task 1 and task 2. And the task 1 is where you are given diagram, charts in order to deal with it, graphs and all that. But all the same, they're all diagrams. So even pictograms are given there, and you're expected to summarize the information you've gotten from there and then write it within 20 minutes. In academic writing, You are expected to use 20 minutes in task 1 and 40 minutes in task 2. What does that imply? It means that you are expected to spend 40 minutes in task 2 means that task 2 carries a lot of weight. It has a high unit load. So some people would go to task 1 and waste a lot of time, even spend 40 minutes and expect to have up to band 7. It's not possible. You need to create time for what is important. So they are telling you that task 2 is more important than task 1. So that's what it means. And so that's about, and task 2 now is essay writing. I mentioned that task 1 is about graphs, pie charts, diagrams, and all that. And you're expected to summarize. So the task 2 is essay. So let's look at the general IELTS writing. If you look at general IELTS writing, we have task 1 and task 2 as well. It's task 1, the general, is about letter writing. I wrote it there. Task 1 here is letter writing, while that of 2 is essay. So that's how it is. Very simple. Takes place in 60 minutes. 20 minutes should be for task 1, the letter writing, whether formal letter, semi-formal letter, whatever you are given, you are expected to do that in 20 minutes. So another one we need to look at is, we've talked about the listening, reading, writing, now speaking. In speaking, as the slide shows, in speaking, you are expected to speak, to have an interaction, a speaking section with the examiner, where the examiner asks you questions, introduces himself. Who deals with that? And I'm going to do a lot of drills with you, practicing and that when I start doing my live stuff. The examiner is going to ask you a question and you are going to answer that. All that is going to happen within 11 to 14 minutes. In all, as the slide says, the exam is going to take place in 2 hours 44 minutes. That is, in a nutshell, what you are expected in IELTS for those that have not, taken the exam before, or those that don't know anything about the examination. At least this is like a starting point for you. As you follow me on this channel, you are going to smile. I tell you, I know if I have the time, I can put you through on this examination within 3 to 4 weeks, and you can write the exam comfortably. But with the videos I'm going to do, it's easy to share with people. It's easy to people to reach to me and tell me their particular areas of problem. Then I can deal with that, do videos on that, and everything will be smooth. Thank you very much. Let me not waste a lot of time on this air. Thank you very much for sticking to my channel or sticking to my video. And I promise you, I will give you what you are expecting. Okay? Thank you and God bless. Bye.